Okay, so this is probably a really crappy video of this, but this is kind of the way that I do my culling. When I first pull all my raw photos over, I have an external hard drive, and I have a file on there called Pictures. This is just the way I organize it. It's probably not the best way, but it's the way that makes sense to me. I have a folder for each year, and then a folder for each month with the number first, because I like it to be organized, because I'm kind of OCD about that. And then each session has the date and then a little description. So it kind of gives, I don't know, it works for me organizational wise. So when I import into Lightroom, I just find my folder, got some basic import settings, and import. So, okay, so here's where I start. Over here you can see is all of my hard drive, which again I like because I can click on it. I can open and close all the months, and I got everything here. So what I'm going to do is start with the latest House of Flynn. Okay, so some of my stuff is already in here, so you can see what I do on my initial call is I go through and I pretty much flag anything that I think I might use. I just go through real quick and I either hit P to flag it if I accidentally unflag it and I don't really want it. I hit U. I will occasionally, if a photo is really bad, I'll hit an X so that I can delete it later, but I'm really lazy about that, so I don't always do that. Okay. So once I have everything flagged, then I come over here for the filters, and I filter by flagged. So I've got just what I want. I hit G to get a grid. I select the first photo. This ought to be fun while holding the camera. And I shift click to the last photo. Sorry guys. So I've got them all highlighted. Okay. So these are just my flagged photos, just my initial, hey, maybe these have a shot. And then I go into collections and I click this little X here and I go to create collection. I give it a name. I usually call it pretty much exactly what I call all my file folders, which is, sorry. I do the year, the month, the day, and then a little description. And then I click right here where it says include selected photos. So it's going to create a folder, collection down here. You can see, I didn't rename it, so it's just right here. And just what's in here is just the ones that I flagged. Now since they're all selected, what I'm going to do is hit U. So now they are unflagged. My filter still shows as flagged, so that's why nothing's showing up. I go in, remove the filter. There they all are. So now I can easily do my second cull just based on what I have here. So I go through again and I flag, I usually use full, and I do just the ones that I really know initially that I want to start with. I flag those. So let's say, let's do a couple to show ya. I flag those. I do the exact same thing, flagged, select them all, go into collections. Oh, I don't have it selected. Sorry. Go into collections, and I usually call this one the exact same thing, except for then I will put either like second cull. So I know these ones are kind of my top picks for now, say. Okay, so when I have my second cull, which I'm going to go pick a different one because I don't have very many photos in here. So as I go through in here, and I get bored, so I kind of bounce around. So anytime that I edit a photo, after I edit it, whether I edit it just in Lightroom or whether usually I pull it into Photoshop, I will come back in here and I will rate it. And that way, within this collection, it tells me, hey, these are the photos that I have edited. I know that's not the way you're supposed to use the rating system. It's just what I do. So that way, at the end, when I go to export for myself or for the client, I filter by rated. And I have just the photos that I've edited. Again, this is all probably not the correct way to do it, maybe not even the best way to do it, but it's the way that works for me.